Good morning, it's Barbara. It looks gorgeous out there. I think it'll be good that I'm in the sun because that'll keep me warmer, but yeah, beautiful day. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It is gorgeous out here. I will be spending some of my day out here, I will say. Christy arrives tonight, but late because she has a huge long ride today because the funeral is tomorrow. So we've started to think about the service for Aura. She's being buried next to Garland at the military cemetery. So the service is there, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away from us. And because it's on the military site, they control the timing and everything. And so we have a half an hour, which doesn't feel like very much time, to celebrate 94 years of life and a lot of relationships. It's starting to sound like we're going to have quite a few people there. It's going to be very nice. I hope the restaurant can hold everybody. But afterwards, but it will be very nice. Both my brothers are coming with their wives, and besides, of course, the family. More direct family, and so we're going to have quite a few people there. So we're talking about the service and what we can do, what we should do with our half an hour. Aura had been a member of the Lutheran Church when she lived by herself, or when she, was living with Garland and before she moved in with us. But the last couple years before she moved in, she hadn't been going. And they change pastors and things, so I don't think she has a relationship with the current pastor. Dennis just came out and it's like, we're double checking the time for the service. But anyway, so we're going to use the services of the funeral director to be sort of the master of ceremonies, and Aura was religious, and so I thought we should ask somebody to read a passage or two from the Bible. But none of her kids are religious at all. Dennis is an atheist. I'm an atheist. I don't know about his sisters specifically, but I know they're not particularly religious. So, we've asked a couple cousins and, or thought of a couple cousins. And anyway, I've decided that I'm going to read some passages from the Bible at the service, even though she and I had different religious somebody just tried to call my phone. We were very different, but she will, we want some Bible passages in her service. And so I decided, so as we were like scrambling around trying to figure out what cousin or whatever, it occurred to me that there's no reason why I couldn't read it. I don't think that would be disrespectful to Aura at all, or her beliefs. She, you can honor someone's religion and her, spirituality without, participating in what she participated in. You know what I mean? I don't know. It feels like it wouldn't be disrespectful for me to read passages from the Bible that I think were appropriate for her and that she would like. I'm sure she would like Bible in her service. Although we never really talked about it, but so my plan is to read some passages from the Bible. And so I went in her room, because of course I don't own a Bible myself, but her stuff, we still have her stuff, of course. Her little apartment is like a little, museum to Aura. I mean, she didn't take very many things to Fieldstone, and although she probably took a Bible, but she had more than one. Anyway, I found a Bible. It was right there. in a plastic bag, in a zippy bag. And I opened it up, and it was for Mary, I think Mary Carey from 1904. Mary Curry from 1904. Mary Curry was Ora's grandmother. And 1904, her grandmother would have been about 15. So I wonder if this was the Bible she got for like her confirmation or something. Although she was plain, so she was a brethren, or, you know, one of the plain sects of Christianity in Pennsylvania. They're Pennsylvania Dutch. And so she, you know, she wasn't Amish and she wasn't Mennonite, but she dressed plain her whole life. So she would have gotten that Bible when she was about 15. So this is a Bible from 1904. It is coming apart a little bit, which is why it was in the zippy bag. Dennis found a newer version of the Bible, at least the New Testament. It was that Ora had given Garland in 1988. It's nice that people write these things in their books. So anyway, I don't, you know, this is coming from a very loving, respectful place in my heart. So I don't think it's disrespectful to honor someone's, you know, someone else's religious feelings and spirituality, and to participate. I don't have to be a believer to honor her beliefs, you know. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I haven't heard back from Dennis's sisters how they feel about it. Dennis is fine with it. So we'll see. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing this morning. Thinking about Ora, and, you know. Chrissy will be here tonight late-ish because it's like a 17-hour ride. And today I have the distraction of going to my neurologist and taking my CD of his, for him to look at, of my MRI. So I'm going to walk in and hand it to him. I mean, is he going to be able to read it right there while I'm sitting there? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Anyway, I've never had a neurologist before. So anyway, that's what today is. Today is preparing for tomorrow and preparing and reading my brain scan. That's my plan for today. I didn't do too much yesterday. I made my lemon juice, you know, helped find some things, so I do have to do a little executrixing, tiny bit, before tomorrow. So anyway, that's where I am. I don't know. Some of you are Christians. Do you think that's disrespectful for an atheist to read the Bible passages? I don't know. I hope not. I mean, it is, you know, beautiful poetry in addition to all kinds of other things. So anyway, I guess I'm not going to worry about it. We'll see. I'll see what his sisters think. Dennis's sisters think. And, you know, go from there. But we're just trying to, you know, I was planning to speak anyway because we're going to let people tell Aura stories. And of course I have lots of Aura stories, and, you know, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go now. And I won't be doing any vlog tomorrow. I don't know what our timing is and, you know, how it's going to work out. So don't, you know, I mean, if I feel like it, if I can and I feel like it, I will, but don't count on it. If you don't see one, that's because it just didn't work out. So I'm gonna go. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.